And now we have a special guest. He's number 12 in the programs. He's number 1 in your heart. Welcome, Ja Morant.
I think everybody knows.
Welcome back, man.
Yeah, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
We got Happy Ja this year? Is that what
Happy
we
Ja.
I like
Happy
that.
Ja.
You were talking about it downstairs. You were like,
Happy
been
Ja.
a good space. And you feeling happy?
Yeah, man. The best I felt in a while, honestly. Just taking it day by day.
That's great. Tell us about, shoulder injury last season. You finally get cleared in July, June?
Yeah, July.
And how has that been since then? I know how much you love being on the basketball court. Was it hard to kind of pull back a little bit and now you can go full speed?
Yeah, for sure. Because, obviously I waited a while just to get fully cleared and then, get cleared. Everybody knows I love the game of basketball, so I'm ready to, get back on the floor and go full go right then. But it's still a process. I had to have a lot of patience, a lot of trust, which I do, in our organization and our staff and also my team on the outside. And first couple months, it's like, yeah, man, you get 100 shots a day. It's like just 100. I shoot 100 and then I want to go to the next. But, I had to, actually lock in to, make sure I'm ready for the season and also ready for June because that's our goal to be playing at.
Ja, I went back to some of the interviews we did back in the lottery show, pre-draft camp, and I remember at that time you were talking about how the fame and the fortune that comes with this, you could do away with that. You just want to go to the grocery store, right? You just want to go hang with your family and your friends and just hoop. It seems like this summer you got back to that. Like you got back to simplifying everything around you. Is that an accurate way to look at how you approach the summer?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, shout out to the security team. But I just wanted to feel human again. Yeah. I feel like as a athlete, no matter what sport you in, everybody don't think you human. For me, being around, I like to be around kids and. I'm like, man, I put my shoes on the same way you do. Yeah. So, to have this summer to, be around my AAU kids, go to some of my friends' kids' camp, it allowed me to actually feel like old Ja again. And it was kind of like a relief, like, okay, maybe you can do this stuff if you, just go about it the right way. And, this summer allowed me to do that. And it was a fun summer for me. And I didn't even, do too much vacay or nothing. It was just basketball and kids pretty much. So.
Yeah, and we talk a lot about you. I mean, I consider you a basketball savant. I mean, a guy who loves basketball, but you can make something out of nothing on the court. Talk a little bit about your maturation process, coming out of last year, then coming into this year as a leader for this basketball team, because I think that's the next tier for you, which I think you're going to do well.
I just feel like, for me, like you said, being the leader of this team, I had to show, that I'm completely bought in. And, this summer I took the time out to, just keep the main thing and, block out all the outside noise. And, that's really what I got to come in and show now that, I can be fully, bought into the team, continue to do the right thing and, lead us to, the path we want to be on.
Yeah, man.
We saw the clips this summer of you and Zach Edey working out. What was that like? We watch him play in college, but no one really knows how that transition to the NBA is going to be. What'd you take away from that? I feel like the biggest thing that surprised me was, his ability to knock down, jump shot. Yeah. In my workouts, obviously, if you come work out with me, I'm not about to be doing jump hooks, man. I'm not posting nobody up. Yeah. So. It was a lot of shooting, and he was, shooting very well. So that was, my first feedback from the workout. And everybody know in the summer is boot camp for me. Yeah. So if you make it out of boot camp, you tough mentally, and he did. So, hats off to Zach, and I can't wait for him to, show everybody, what else he has in his bag. Yeah.
2 years ago, you guys talked about, having that chip on your shoulder and being overlooked and earning respect. This summer, you're saying that stuff doesn't matter. We know what we're capable of. We know who we are. We just have to go out there and prove it. How much of a maturation process has that been for not just you, but for the team, too, to say, okay, we're starting to enter our prime midway through the career. Most of us have 5 or 6 years in the league now. It's just about going out there and getting it done.
Yeah. I say that's the years we got under our belt now.
Vets now. Huh?
Obviously we was, a pretty loud team.
Yeah.
Not saying we wasn't backing it up. We was second seed 2 times, but Now, as time goes by, it's like, all right, man, that's out the window. You got to, get the job done. And I feel like we all feel like we're a good basketball team, but we haven't done anything yet to move how we were moving. And, our mindset now is just to be locked in and bought into us and, block out everything else. Just go prove everybody what we already know.
Talk a little bit about some of the things you worked on to grow your game. I mean, obviously playing in the league for a decade, I know every year you try to add something to your game, and the great ones do that. So talk a little bit about what you added to your game this summer.
I feel like mine is, still mainly consistent. And obviously knocking down the jumper on a more consistent level, a higher level. That allows me to not have to go in the paint so much, not have to, hit the ground so much. And I feel like it helped me with my availability.
Yep.
And, I feel like that's one of my biggest downfalls right now. I don't know the exact stats, but I haven't played, majority of games in a while. So being out there, as much as possible is my goal this year, God willing, and just stay healthy and go out there and win games.
How are you staying happy, Ja?
Say it again?
How are you staying happy? Because you clearly, you've been sitting here 6 minutes now. You've had a smile on your face the whole time. It's been great to see.
He said, "Happy Ja is a scary job, man."
Yeah, you
happy
said that.
Ja is a scary job.
I had the same convo with my peoples yesterday, man. I woke up this morning.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. I'm doing, what I love at the highest level. I'm able to take care of my family. I'm putting, all my friends, my family in positions for them to win and, whatever they want to do in life as well. So all those things is like a sigh of relief of stress and all off of me. And I've been happy since, man. So I just took the time in to focus on myself and make sure I was right. And I feel like that's one of the most important things you can do.
The other thing that everyone's been talking about the last couple of days is the Ja 2 drop. Just came out over the on sneakers late last week. We've seen the first colorway, the ones you're wearing now, the Murray State ones. And there's 4 other colorways. I had an idea this morning. I want to run by you.
More than 4.
Yeah, how many? Well, there's on the first that. That's all we've seen. How many more are there coming?
It depends. Hey, we got to cook up. We got some new jerseys now, so that might add a few. You never know. But right now, it's a good bit that I feel like everybody will be excited for.
I want a dad shoe colorway.
A dad shoe? Yeah. You let me know. I cook it.
You're the dad. I was thinking, we got T and Phil. We'll put them in there. Like us dads.
Get it right.
We're dads. Like we need like the kind of the
me
old
too.
school. Yeah, you too. We need like the dad school Ja too.
Man.
Yeah,
I got you.
Hey, I got one question, Mike.
You got it.
Jump into the commercial piece, because I think that is.
Yeah.
To me, that's a personal commercial for you. Obviously being knocked down, I'm going to get back up every time. Talk a little bit about what went into that, because I know that's a shared thing between you and your dad as well.
It was a big time, commercial. Obviously going back to, my roots.
Went back to the
commercial
backyard.
was shot, in Sumter, South Carolina, Dazelle, on my grandma porch in my grandma house, like where we grew up, where we hang all the time, where we play cards, listen to music. So, being able to go back there and have, all my family around be a part of the commercial, which I'm a big family person, it was big time. And just to go through the whole process of the Ja 2, hearing how this going to be rolled out, I was super excited, ready for it to drop. And Nike did their big one.
I think people got a chance to see. I mean, you talk about sometimes people don't think you're human. I think people got a chance to see the human side of Ja, because those things bring back memories. And those things, again, make you happy. It's such a personal commercial, man.
You're talking about people not thinking you're human. Like it made me think about. I grew up in Atlanta with Andre 3000. I went to school with him, and he talked about when he became a celebrity, like he couldn't go out because he said he would go somewhere and you felt like you were in a cage at the zoo and everybody's staring at you. Yeah. And like I think at some point you learn not how to deal with that, but like you learn like, all right, that's not my goal here. My goal is to take care of all these other people, the people I put on, and then that's where you find your inner peace from, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, Ja, we appreciate your time.
Thanks,
We're gonna let you go.
Yes, sir.